So every year, the Medical University of Gdansk has something called a Diversity Day, which basically is you bring students from different backgrounds and they give a summary about their home country. For the uninitiated, the Medical University of Gdansk is characterized by two divisions. Number one is the elite Polish division, which is made up of students that actually had to work to get here. And number two is the Silver Spoon English division, whose parents had money. But one of the many upsides of the English division is the amount of diversity that's amongst its students. That's why I'm here. I come from a semi-diverse background, and I'm here to talk to you about my home country of Lebanon. Now, some of you might have a bit of a view about Lebanon, that it's a country that's not very safe, a country that's not very stable. And well, you wouldn't be wrong. But in this poorly edited video, I will do something that the media could never do, and not make Lebanon look as depressing as the 2020 anatomy finals. I will perform this magic trick by focusing on Lebanon's pros instead of its many, many cons, and also give you a little bit of background history. So yeah, let's begin. So to begin, Lebanon was a country that was formed in the very early 1920s, right after World War I. It was formed by the French after they bitch-slapped the Ottomans all the way back to Istanbul. Lebanon also gained its independence in 1943, in the middle of World War II. But from this tiny nation, nicknamed by many the Pearl of the Orient, came a lot of cultural staples, such as our food, our dances, and many other aspects of our culture. So let's start with number one, which is the food. The reason why Lebanon's food is so famous is because, well, it's delicious. The reason why it's delicious is because, well, Lebanon has had a lot of different regime changes throughout the years. We've been occupied by everyone from the Persians all the way up to the Assyrians. And with every regime change came new herbs and spices that we could throw into the pot and make new foods and dishes. The Lebanese kitchen combines the best from the Turkish, the Arab, and the French kitchens. And we make the best falafels, and don't you even dare try to contest me. We also have the best baklava, although I think I read somewhere that that was Greek, but I don't care, I'm taking credit for it. Another staple of Lebanese culture is a dance called the dabke. If you've been to an Arab wedding, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The way the dabke dance was born was because in the olden days, when we were making our buildings, we were building our little houses, the roof was made out of clay, specifically to keep sunlight out, to reflect it, and to keep the inside of the house very cool. The way the Depke was born was that whenever a house was finished, whenever they finished building it, they would put clay on top of the house, but the problem was that they needed to compress the clay so that it becomes sturdy and properly keep out the sunlight. So the village people would gather, stand on the roof of that house, put their hands together, and start stomping on the clay to properly compress it. Also, if you're Lebanese, you will be liked by most other Arabs. Probably not the Syrians, though, and I think that's because our food is better. Yeah, it's because our food is better. Although I'm pretty sure they can make better videos than this one, but hey, can't have everything. So yeah, that's a couple of the basics of Lebanese culture. So if you are crazy and you want to travel to that country in these conditions, you can now do that and act like you know a thing or two. It might even give you a free cup of coffee, I don't know. But seriously, thanks a lot for watching. Kudos to you if you lasted till the end. And I should probably get to studying my physiology now, or I will get very disappointed looks from my teacher. I hope this made you laugh. I hope that you learned a thing or two. And I hope that it was worth it for me to make an ass of myself in 3 to 4 minutes. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.